Hi, Pep Stars. Welcome back to the channel. It's Miss Bowen from Pep Practice. In today's video, we're going to be looking at verbal reasoning type questions that will come on the 2025 Ability Test examination. So let me share the worksheet that we're going to be using today. All right, for today's session, we're looking at reading questions. With reading questions, you'll be asked to read a given passage and to answer questions at different levels. Let's look at an example. Puppies are very small when they are born. They cannot see until they're about 2 weeks old. During this time, they stay close to their mothers. Why do puppies stay close to their mothers? Let's see how can I approach this question. Having knowledge of the type of question being asked helps us to determine the correct response. So we have four types of questions. We have the right there questions, think and search questions, author and me, and on my own. With the right there questions, the answers can be found right there in the text. For the think and search questions, the answer is in the text, but it may not use the same language that is used in the question, and you may have to look in different places to find it. For the author and me type questions, the answer is not in the text. You will need to use your own background knowledge and what the author has told you to come up with the answer. The on my own questions are not in the text. The answers are not in the text. You will need to use your own background knowledge. You could even answer this question without reading the text. This question must stand alone. Let's go back to the example. Now knowing the different kinds of questions. So why do puppies stay close to their mother? Is because they cannot see. This answer can be found right there in the passage, so therefore it's a right there question. Let's look at a practice question. Read the passage carefully, then select the best option to answer the questions that follow. Mrs. Ramsey, I've called you 3 times. You come down this minute, or you will be late for school. Mommy, he answered. And at a moment later, he appeared in the doorway. Mrs. Ramsey gasped when she saw him. She nearly laughed. Why you were in the bathroom so long, said his mother. But you surprised me how you combed your hair so cute. With your shoes all shine. You have on a tie. Come on, you're not sick. I can tell you what it's all about, Mommy, volunteered Chrissy. He met that new girl, Chantel, and he's all gaga about her. I'm not. Just listen to her, Mommy. She's just trying to tease me like a skeleton sister. Devon glared at Chrissy, hoping that his fierce look would scare her into silence. You think you can fight me, huh? And that isn't even all, Mommy. Yes, he walked her all the way home. Books too. When did the story take place? So because Devon is getting ready for school, we can assume that the story took place in the morning. And this is a think and search question because the passage, sorry, didn't clearly say when this took place, but by reading our context clues, we can gather that it took place in the morning. Which of the following is implied by the passage? Chrissy is Devon's mother. Devon liked Chantel. Chrissy was afraid of Devon. Chrissy was disabled. Chrissy is not Devon's mother. Mistress Ramsey is. And we can assume that Devon liked Chantel. And let's go back to the passage. It says that he met that new girl, Chantel, and he's all gaga about her. And the fact that he's fixing up and walking Chantel home, it shows that he liked Chantel. Which word could be best used to describe Chrissy? We can say that she's mischievous because she's saying all of these things, hoping that Devon would get in trouble with his mother. So therefore, we can say that he is mischievous. All right, now let's look at the artificial language type question. This type of question will require you to analyze words based on an invented language and derive rules or patterns from them. You will then have to use rules and patterns that you found from the artificial language to figure out the words in this make-up language or made-up language. The words in bold examine the meaning of each word and then answer the questions that follow. HIFONSLOK means fill cup. Merslock means blue cup. And Rosspock hyphen means landfill. Which word could mean fill bottle? Let's break it down. So when we look at the artificial language, slock means cup because we're seeing two words here, hyphen slock and merslock. And we see in these words, we see cup. So we can assume that slock is cup. And then when we looked at the artificial language, also we saw hyphen, and we saw that it had fill for both. So we can assume that hyphen means fill. So we're looking for a word with hyphen to mean fill bottle. And this is the correct word, which is B. All right, here are some words translated from an artificial language. Let's see which word could mean someplace. Artificial language, we can see the word place. Where are we seeing place? We're seeing place. First, we have to derive the rule. When we look at the word, even though we see cracking here, we see cracking at the front, we see work at the front. So we can say that, and cracking is at the back here, and we see work at the back. So cracking is work, right? And then we can also see cracking here at the front, which is work. So therefore, alti means place, right? So we're looking for a word with alti. And currently, 3 words here have alti. Now, if we look, we see drita here, which is ground. So we can see it with the word ground work. So it could not be D. When we look at alti bluff, alti is at the beginning and place it at the end. So therefore, it wouldn't be alti bluff. It's not cracking drita. We said that wouldn't be the answer because cracking is work. So the correct answer is more up alti. Because alti is at the back here. And we can assume that more up means some. Let's look at another example. Some words translated from an artificial language. Means fruit cake. Takishelen means cakewalk. Treftalan means buttercup, and we're looking for cupcake. So we have to look for cup and cake. So when we look for cake, we can see that Plaki here is cake because it's in these two words with cake. And let's look at cup. We can assume that cup is Alan. So therefore, we're looking forward with Alan at the front and Paki at the end. And the correct answer is the Alan Paki. Let's look at number 3. And this is the final question. Here are some words translated from an artificial language. Moon, pearl, sometimes it's best to spell these words, but I'm taking the risk, means blue sky, and Wilco study means bicycle race. Wilco means blue bicycle. So we're looking for race. So we're looking for a word with race. And we can see that spuddy here means race. So we're looking for a word with spuddy. Spuddy, Wilco would not be the correct answer because that would be race bicycle because Wilco means bicycle. So therefore the answer is spuddy volo. So students, and next awesome session filled with the information that you will need to help you to excel in the 2025 PEP ability test examination. If you're not subscribed to the channel, I clearly don't know why, because you know that all of the PEP information is right here. You know, Ms. Bowen is very acquainted with the PEP examination. I've even met, and I know exactly what the ministry is looking for. These booklets that I'm using also were shared to teachers by the ministry, right? So therefore, it has all the details. It's the full guideline that tells you what will be coming in the examination. So you don't want to miss these sessions. You don't want to miss any episode that I'm going to be sharing on the ability test. And also, you don't want to completely go through the videos and look at all the materials that are on the channel because every single material on the channel is very valuable, right? I only come here with the right? The PEP exam is right around the corner, and you don't want to be there not preparing adequately for your examination, right? And then when next year comes, you're literally rushing. So we don't want to do that. We're leveraging the time and putting the work needed to get proficient on our examination. All right. So I'll see you in the next video. And remember to share with your classmates, share with a friend who you know who is doing the PEP examination. Each one teach one. And that's why I'm here teaching you. Until next time, students, bye. And I'm wishing you all the best in your studies.